New Year, the secret you don't know. That the new year you celebrate today is actually being celebrated on the wrong date? Yes, 4,000 years ago, New Year wasn't celebrated in January, but in March. But then a Roman emperor made a decision that changed the entire world's calendar. And the most surprising part? Behind this lies the story of a two-faced god. Don't stop watching, because this journey will take you to a world of the past from where today's New Year began. The Babylonian civilization, one of the world's oldest civilizations. In 2000 BC, when people first decided to celebrate the New Year, they looked at the sky, not at clocks. In March, when spring arrived, crops flourished, and life began anew, they celebrated for 11 days. Imagine, 11 days of holidays. But wait, this is just the beginning. The pharaohs of Egypt had an even more interesting method. The Egyptians made the Nile River's flood their new year, because they believed it was a gift from the gods. When water covered the land, they celebrated joyfully that new life was coming. But the real story starts now, when a powerful Roman emperor decided to change the world's map. His name was Julius Caesar, and his decision changed history forever. 46 BC, the year in history when everything changed. Julius Caesar said, "Now we need a new and accurate calendar," and he introduced the Julian calendar. He officially strengthened January as the beginning of the year, because this month was named after Janus, a two-faced god. One face looked toward the past, the other toward the future. Is this a coincidence? No, this was deliberate symbolism. But wait, the story doesn't end here. But Caesar's calendar had a small flaw. Every 128 years, it created approximately a one-day difference, because the actual year is 365.2422 days, not 365.25 days. For 1,500 years, this problem grew, until in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII said, "Enough," and he created a new calendar, the Gregorian calendar. But the people of Europe weren't ready. Britain accepted it 170 years later. Think about it, 170 years. And when Britain accepted it, the whole world changed. Especially something amazing was about to happen in America. 1752, a revolution in the American colonies. People were confused whether to celebrate New Year in March or January. Then, Britain announced its decision, and January 1st became the official New Year. But Americans thought, we'll make this the world's biggest celebration. And then, in 1907 in New York, something happened that was written in history books. Times Square, New York, 1907. People wanted to show a spectacular sight, but fireworks were dangerous, so they made a 700-pound ball of wood and iron. It sounds crazy, but it worked. Today, this ball weighs 12,000 pounds and has 2,688 crystals on it. Every year, millions of people stand waiting in -10-degree cold. Why? Because this isn't just a ball, it's a symbol. One night, one city, and an economy of over $1 billion. Yes, New York benefits this much from the Times Square ball drop. 1 million people on the streets, 360 million on TV. And the most interesting part, approximately 3,000 pounds. That is 1.5 tons of colorful paper rains from the sky. But do you know what the strangest tradition is? People stand for 6 hours and can't go to the restroom, because if they go, they'll lose their spot. Now comes an interesting reality. New Year's resolutions. Did you know that 45% of Americans make resolutions, but only 8% complete them? That's a 92% failure rate. But gym membership, diet plan, and self-help book companies want exactly this. In January, gym memberships increase by 40%. This is a billion-dollar industry. But wait, There's another interesting thing. Eat black-eyed peas and you'll become lucky. Eat greens and you'll become rich. Eat pork and you'll progress. These aren't just stories. These are traditions that have been continuing since the time of slavery. In Southern America, slaves ate these cheap foods on January 1st, and they hopefully called them lucky. Today, this is a multi-million-dollar food industry. And in California, the Rose Parade, ongoing since 1890, floats made of millions of flowers. But the most important question still remains. A 4,000-year journey from Babylon's March to New York's Times Square. From an ancient tradition to a billion-dollar industry. But the real question is the New Year really new? Or are we just celebrating a date that the Romans gave us? Janus's two faces, one in the past, one in the future. Perhaps this is the message that we should learn from the past and move toward the future. So, next time when you count 10, 9, 8, remember, you're not just counting seconds, you're keeping thousands of years of history alive. Happy New Year! If this history amazed you, then like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments.